Muskego. Here we are, first green flag on the afternoon. So Finnegan running double duty here this afternoon. This in a six-cylinder, messed up in qualifying. Going to try to make things happen here as the Hennessy's run door-to-door for third and fourth. Mike's the 66H, the 77-year-old father, Mike Sr. the 66X. And Finnegan leads lap number one. Good to see Adam Moore out this afternoon. Oh, Finnegan's got problems, and here come the Hennessy's. Mike Hennessy Jr. won the Hornet Hustle last weekend. He'll take to the point no taken, with Mike Sr. right behind him. Darren Paul in the 06, first time here this year, holding down third. Then it's Boldendorfer and Breeze. Bentley Knack in the 77, that's his daughter Abigail Knack's regular race car. That's his first race ever in that red and black Cavalier. Ooh, Mike Hennessy Sr. going way high in turns 1 and 2, and he's going to give away to Breeze. And here comes everybody else. He's got problems in that machine. The tussle now for third and fourth is Von Ruden and Paul. Halfway home already, it's Mike Hennessy Jr., Sean Breeze, Ben Von Ruden, Paul, and Boldendorfer, your current top five. Rick Porter, I don't think anybody's going to chase down Hennessy after the show he put on last weekend.
Yeah, he's pretty quick out here. He really knows his way around this track.
Boldendorfer gets past Paul at turn 2. He'll creep into number 4 position. 2 laps remaining in heat number 1 of many. Sean Breeze is eaten into Hennessy's lead in his Honda Del Sol. And he's closing quickly. White flag is out. 4 left turns and a front straight remain for Mike Hennessy Jr. Breeze in hot pursuit. Look at him. He's gone on the back of his bumper now.
Boy, he made up some serious real estate in this one.
Checkered flag is in hand. Where's Breeze going to go? He's undecided on the brakes, on the accelerator. Brakes, accelerator. Checkers up for Hennessy Jr. Breeze, a fantastic second. Von Ruden third. Boldendorfer fourth. And Red Atkinson, his best finish this year, rounds out the top 5. 75. Kendon third leads him around, and we are green. It's Kendon third and Andrew Gardner, the Garden Gnome. Heim to third, Wallace fourth. Oliver and Robinson knotted up for the number 5 position as we start to separate the cars. Lap 1 goes to third. And Carter Hortzman, he's throwing up a lot of smoke out of the back of that 75 machine. He's off quickly. Hopefully he just didn't toast a motor. And hopefully there's no fluids on the track. Third leads lap number 2. Then it's Heim and Gardner. Oh, here we go. Gardner round and round in 1 and 2. As Carter Hortzman's car continues to smoke in the infield, he may have laid something down there in turn 1 as 3 cars went around. Gardner, Robinson, Wallace was way up in the grass. Heim is stuck in the back straightaway. Out of 4, we're back to green. It's the Broncos on third, number 11, Kendon third, leading them away. Then it's going to be the birthday boy, Andrew Gardner. Jamie Pearson had a good qualifying lap. He's going to jump to the outside rail, challenge Zach Oliver right off the bat. Leave Pearson out there and he can win this thing. Seen a lot of drivers unprotected on that outside lane throughout the season. Not being defended, picking off drivers through races.
They do that.
Pearson's past Oliver, working on Andrew Gardner now. Gardner's still working on third for the top spot. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. Gardner bumper to bumper with Thirk, and he had to hit the brakes hard. That allowed Pearson to climb ever so close to that number 2 spot on the outside rail. Gardner refusing to move off that inside. And he's going to have a harder time passing Thirk now as the white flag will fly because he's stuck where he is with Pearson on his outside. Oliver's still forward, trying to sneak inside Gardner. Here comes Pearson on the accelerator. Down the back straightaway, they drag race. He wants that number 2 position. White flag is out, 4 left turns, and the front straight remain. Pearson, one more chance. Now he'll take second. Checkered flag is in hand. Heat race winner Kendon third. Pearson second, Gardner third. Then it's Oliver and Heim rounding out your top 5. Is Johnny Clutch Pedal. Now let's try Emmer Green out of turn 4. It's Crinky and Hayden. Adam Hayden, the Colors of Sparta 2005 Ford Focus, right in front of Crinky. He'll take the race lead on lap number 2. Crinky back to second. Nick Newton out of Jefferson Speedway has the number 3 spot. Here comes Schaller, then third. There's your top 5. The battle out for third is Newton and Schaller. Kyle Riedner in the Mason Morphy 9 had fast time this afternoon. Having a hard time getting away from Ben Thirk, as he'll stay on the outside rail. Adam Hayden, 3 in, still leads. A lot of Chevy Cobalts are starting to make their way into Hornet racing. There's 2 on the track right now. Some Pontiac G6s in the mix. Halfway mark, it's all Adam Hayden. Crinky second. Here comes Riedner into third, then Schaller. And Newton gets past third for the top 5, and Riedner's on the hammer. He's going to challenge Crinky for second. Mason Morphy has won a ton of races. We're talking to the teens in that 9 car over the past 2 seasons. He's going to be one to watch come feature time. Hayden lifting that back tire up off the ground, 3-wheeling on a turn 4. 2 to go. He's your leader. And Riedner's trying to close fast. Crinky holding down the number 3 spot. Then Schaller, then Newton. Going to have a good one here with 1 to go. 4 left turns and the front straight remain for Hayden and Riedner. Riedner from the top side. Oh, here we go! Riedner takes out the leader. And the 9 is tapping out. Kyle Riedner doing the gentleman's tap rule. He went to the high side, saw an opening on the low side, and the door shut quickly, and that's outstanding. He's going to tap out of this one and line up in the back. So Riedner taps out, so Hayden's going to get his spot back. And Crinky's going to try to work on the 286 for the win. Schaller third, Newton fourth. Then it's Ben Thirk, then it's Finch, Marshall, Clutch Pedal, and Riedner. Nice nose to tail formation. White flag was already shown, green, white checkers, and we're back at it. Hayden again bringing up that back left wheel. Says I only need 3. Checkered flag is in hand, and Culver's being represented with Adam Hayden here, heat race winner. Krinky will take second. Third across the line is Shadow. Then it's going to be Newton and Thirk. On the point, Mackenzie Parks, Jacob Matheson. Welcome to the Tomah-Sparta Speedway. We're green. Oh, Krieger almost went round one. I would presume that Matheson runs at the Rockford Speedway. And this is a totally different track setup compared to the high banks of Rockford. And he's holding his own so far. He'll lead lap number 1. Trinity Austin running second. Charlie Thompson getting a whole side view of Trenton Fry's machine. And McKenna Rudolph's going to pull off on the 95. So far, Jacob Matheson treating this racetrack like it's his own. I think this is his first time here ever.
Yeah, he's definitely got this track figured out already.
Matheson's having a whale of a time so far. Fry now into second. Here comes Ashton June Kinsey, your quick timer out of the back row. He's going to do battle with the 20 of Trenton Fry, the Dan's Trucking Pontiac Grand Am. Matheson better be on the hammer, because if Toon Kinsey catches his back end, we're going to have a race. Fry doing a nice job of holding him off so far. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. Here comes Kinsey. Can Kinsey track down Matheson from the back row?
4 laps to go, I think it's possible.
Just a handful of laps remain, and Kinsey's almost caught his back end. Now decision time. Does he go inside or outside? Matheson left the door open, and Kinsey's going to take the race lead from the trunk.
Can't leave the door open like that.
Fry's going to be in third currently. Then it's going to be Thompson and Austin in the Dynaco 51. Matheson's going to go back to the Rockford Speedway and say, man, those Tomah kids are quick. But I had a blast. 1 to go. 4 left turns into front straight remain. Trenton Fry trying to hold off Charlie Thompson for that number 3 position. Checkered flag is in hand from the trunk to a heat race win. It's Ashton Toon Kinsey. Matheson second for third. That was awfully close for a top 3. And Thompson will take third. Fry back to fourth, and Austin will round out the top 5. 8 laps on the Dodge Auto and Truck Center scoring tower. Mr. Backus will bring him around turn 4. We're going to see green. 3 wide twice on the start. Holy cow.
Right down the front straightaway like that.
Backus totally surprised halfway down the front straightaway, and Bud Dobrats is your leader. Wow.
What a way to start a race.
Yeah, and I always have to remind myself, these are high schoolers. These are teenagers driving like this. And that's not a bad thing.
No, not at all.
Here comes Hellickson to challenge the leader. He's going to back out of that one. Dobrats will lead lap number 2. Then you got Hellickson. Hot rod. Oh, here we go. Dobrats is still going to hold on to the lead. Nobody can take advantage of that. Dobrats, Hellickson, Hot Rod Hawkins. Fry trying to sneak his nose into the inside of the 4. Nothing going there. What do you want to bet that Hawkins and Matheson are buddies? Their cars are painted the same. I like that.
teammates at the very least.
Here comes Hellickson creeping to the inside of Dobrats. He'll steal the lead away. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. And Dobrats says, I don't like that. I want that spot back.
He tried.
Hellickson coming out of the More for Less Auto Sales stable, so you know he's got a good car and a good teacher. Hellickson felt the pressure and pulled away, leaving Dobrats in his dust for second.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to leave you now.
Here comes Fry challenging Hot Rod Hawkins again. Hawkins really doing a nice job of defending turn 3. That's a hard spot to defend.
It really is.
Fry thinks about going to the outside this time unless Hawkins leaves the door open, and he knows better than that. Mitch Berg, last year's regional high school champion, struggling in his new car, the number 4 spot. White flag is out. 4 left turns and a front straight remain. Fry again challenging Hawkins. Hawkins almost turned it around. Foot went right back on the accelerator. He wants that top 3. Checkered flag is in hand. Curtis Hellickson is a heat race winner. Dobrats second, and Hawkins will cross third. Fry fourth. Berg rounds out the top 5. Off for turn 4, we don't see any familiar colors. Now it's going to go green. Charlie played little games with him right there.
Huh, interesting. Must be learning from Speedy.
Ethan Jensen's lead is gone just like that to the 06 of Muskego, Wisconsin's Parker Bodendorfer. In his V Metals machine, 02 Casey Brabant out of Marshall. Need to trim about 10 feet off that front straight wall.
At least.
I don't like when they disappear on me like that.
I think that's bad. Try being a cameraman.
Parker Bodendorfer watching some of his family race in other divisions today says, hey, they got a chance to win. I want to do the same thing.
Yeah, he's definitely running away with this one.
Brabant and Ethan Jensen, 1, 2, and 3. Third time that the Bandos have been here at Tomah-Sparta Speedway this year. They put on some great racing.
They really
averaged about, what, 15, 16 cars?
Been pretty much up there, yeah, over 10 every time they were here. So, yeah, it's really good to have them. We really appreciate them coming out.
William Carpenter out of Marshfield in that 24 just learned the ropes. Nothing wrong with that. You got to learn somewhere. It's not all about the wins. You got to learn sometime.
Sometimes it's just about the seat time. There's no replacement for seat time, no matter what your circumstances are. You put seat time in, you learn how to drive.
And your top 3 point leaders are in the next race. And that is going to be a dogfight. 2 to go for Parker Bodendorfer. Casey Brabant, North American Mechanical entry, holding her own in second. White flag is out. 4 left turns and a front straight remain. A lot of Rays fans enjoying the grass scenery this afternoon. That's where I would go. Get a big lawn chair. Sit out in the grass. Checkered flag is out. It's Parker Bodendorfer out of Muskego, Wisconsin, your heat race winner. Is on the point, and we are green. And Alex waves goodbye to his younger brother Ace. Oh, look at Reed near a sharp spot to the inside. Oldenoff went too high in 2.
He left that door open again.
All I got to do is open that door just slightly, like right there. Reedner left it open for Oldenoff, but he couldn't capture it. 1 lap in, Riedner leads. Easton Riedner could do some damage to Oldenhoff's point lead. He was your quick time qualifier as well this afternoon. So he picked up a handful of points there and could do it again with a heat race.
Yeah, he seems to have this one quite well in hand, actually.
That is the younger son of a HobbyFest driver, Bud Riedner. You'll see Bud's 4D out here later on tonight. There's Ashton Toon Kinsey. Nice job, my friend. Halfway home, it's all Riedner in the 7D Slag Transportation Bando. Bentley Thompson sure could find it. Oh, here we go! Parts flying, front ends flying. Thompson and Ace Oldenhoff get collected in turn 2. Somebody lost their front end, and we are under caution.
That took off like a rocket.
Back to green off of turn 4. Another driver change. Charles Vian is in Matt Cleveland's number 39 6-shooter. Riedner still puts his foot down, trying to hold on for 3 more laps.
Yeah, he definitely got the whole shot on this one, and I think he needed that. You got to spin on the back.
Goes Ace Oldenhoff on the back straightaway. He gets it back on the straight and narrow. 2 to go for Riedner. And there goes the elder Oldenhoff rounded around out of turn 2. White flag is out. We're still green. So believe it or not, Ace Oldenhoff could finish better than his older brother. And Riedner has taken a chunk out of that 8-point lead that Oldenhoff had starting this afternoon. And Riedner will take the checkered flag. Ten cars, 10 laps, top 2 are in the show. Out of turn 4, we're green. Love me some hobby stocks, 3 wide. Eagley's got it in there. He's going to have to pull back. That was awfully close. Vincenich is going to stall. Problems in the 25 machine as Oxborough and Bollinger will battle for the top spot. Caution is out. It's a complete restart, 10 laps of the Dodge Auto and Truck Center scoring tower. We're back to green. Bollinger a little bit too high off the apex, heading into 2. He'll lead way for Bolster to take the race lead. Oxborough quickly past Lockington for 3rd. Top 3ers trying to step away from this one as Shelby Lockington's all by herself in 4th. Justin Wagner will challenge her now for the top 5, leaving Stuber behind. Oxborough creeps into 2nd, quickly to the outside of Bolster. He's not wasting any time whatsoever. Again, we're looking for the top 2 to transfer into the A main. It's Oxborough versus Bolster. Of course, you want to win every race out here at HobbyFest, but you also want to do it with a little bit of caution, knowing the top 2 will transfer, so you really don't want to race yourself out of the top 2 with Bolster and Oxborough and Bollinger right there.
That's true. If you know you're in a solid 2nd place, you really don't want to try to get too in danger.
Howard losing a little bit of power as he's now going to go towards the tail end of this one. Couple laps in and a couple laps remaining as the battle now is Bolster and Oxborough. Bollinger, the best seat in the house, trying to find a way to get into the top two. Going to be awfully hard with those two side by side. Chubby Lockington still looking at fourth. Wagner still in fifth. Eagley, Stuber, Howard, and DeLapp. Bolster's going to pedal his way past Oxborough over turn two. Didn't leave enough room for Bollinger to pass, though. Those guys should just stay side by side to the last lap to try to get the win. Jason Bolster, the Bolster Motorsports right spot, 77 Chevy Monte Carlo. He's raced that car, I think, since 1977. He's had that thing forever.
That car's been around.
Taking a good look at the inside of Oxborough. White flag is out. 4 left turns and a front straight to go. Bollinger, a little bit of a love tap coming out of turn 2. He's going to go to the high side of Oxborough. Checkered flag is out. Racing Jason Bolster will take the win. Oxborough's going to the show. Bollinger third, Lockington fourth, and Eagley will round out the top 5. On to turn 4, Charlie Holmes likes the field for green. Jamie Tate quickly to the top spot past the river rat Andy Muller. Chad Lease all by himself on the outside rail. Top 2 go to the show. In the Tate Performance Machine from Doylestown, Wisconsin, the 71 is Jamie Tate Lease. Trying to get that number 2 spot past Muller, and he'll do it out of turn 4. Muller now back to third. Jesse Fisher of Eagan, Minnesota has the 57 machine on the outside of Muller. Now he's going to back in. He's got fourth. Chad Lease out of Sparta, Wisconsin, the 107, trying to chase down Jamie Tate. Fisher and Muller locking horns for third. 2 laps in, 6 to go. 4 in, 6 to go. Sideways out of 4 as he was trying to get to the top side of Tate's 71 machine. No harm done. Fisher breaks free from the stranglehold that he and Muller had for third and fourth. And Fisher's got some laps to try to catch up past the halfway mark. 4 to go. Lease again trying to capture the back end of Tate's 71 machine. She is awfully strong. Coming out of turn 2, that's where she pulls away. Then Lease can catch back up in 3 and 4.
And here comes Fisher to get in the mix.
3 to go. This is where you got to be careful. There's Jesse Fisher out of Eagan, Minnesota. He's going to try to swipe that number 2 spot away from Lease. Tate wants them to fight behind her. 2 to go. Can Fisher capture leads side by side for the transfer spot? Lease is on the inside. Fisher's on the outside. White flag is in hand. 1 to go. Lease bobbles out of 4. Fisher again gets the back into Lease's 107 machine. He's going to have to throttle it now. Who's going to transfer? Checkered flag is in hand. Your heat race winner is Jamie Tate. Fisher at the line is going to take the number 2 spot.
Somebody called the cops. He just stole that one.
for the Hobbies is green. Robbie Robinson doing his own thing here, former track champion back in 2015 at Tomah. He'll lead lap number 1, but here comes Charles Vian Jr. As expected, he and Krieger are two names being bounced around to win HobbyFest. And longtime sportsman driver Chris Webber, you can't count him out in the Johnny G number 85. Krieger and Weber do battle for third, side by side, door to door. Gorowski's already picked up 2 spots. He's in the 5th. He was your second fastest car. Steve Dobrot's in the 52, drifting ever so slightly backwards. As it doesn't look like he's got a lot of grip coming in and out of the corners. Krieger's made his way to 3rd, then it's going to be Gorowski past Weber. So Gorowski, your second fastest car, has now worked his way to 4th. And a log jam in front of him. Robinson continues to lead, 5 in, 5 to go. Good friends are battling for 2nd and 3rd. That's Vian and Krieger. Jarowski's got his car right there. Weber on the inside of the top 5. These drivers have already made the show. Krieger steps past Vian Jr. into 2nd. Where he goes, Dylan Gorowski goes. 28 and 20 now, matching wits for 3rd. Krieger all over the back end of the bean machine. Robbie Robinson. Gorowski just can't have a chance to get to the outside to pass Krieger as Vian is still right there. 2 to go in our HobbyFest even dash for cash. Gorowski now gets past Vian. To the inside of Krieger he goes. A young man trying for 2nd. White flag is out, 4 left turns, and a front straight remain. Gorowski giving Robinson all kinds of fits to the back end. There's a little more of a bump, another bump. Krieger to the outside. Krieger's going to try to make it work. Robinson bobbles. Checker is out. Robinson wins by a half a car length over Gorowski. Dave Truitt has not won one yet. Green flag is out. Here we go. 10 laps of the Don's Auto and Truck Scoring Tower. Tucker Bordendorf for the V-Metal 77 Chevy Monte de Muskego is a 3rd generation racer. Done some snowmobile racing, some bandolero racing. 10th in Jefferson Hobby Points last year, and he's going to continue to lead this one. 2 laps in and 8 to go. Jorgensen taking on Andy Moore. Andy's going to peel away from him quickly. Look at Dave Truitt working his way to the field. Past Rux, past Reedner. Now he's going to go to work on Andy Moore. Truitt, the Druidic Jensen, Ford Chrysler, Chevrolet, or Rusty. What he calls it, the old Rusty. Is now going to challenge Eagley for 2nd. I'll tell you what, he's really going to make a name for himself this afternoon, unlike he's done anywhere else. If he wins this from the back row. 4 in, 6 to go. Truitt past Eagley, working on the young man Bordendorfer. Truitt with a 16.900 this afternoon is going to challenge Bordendorfer to the top spot in the Hobby Odd Dash. Bordendorfer trying to do what he can, but he's going to watch the 2 sail on by. Truth, the race leader. You look at all the driver sheets and they've got their past accomplishments on there, where they've won and what they've done. The only accomplishment that Truth has on his driver sheet is, I've not won a HobbyFest. Tell me if that's not determination, Rick Porter.
That's definitely one way to look at it, for sure.
Bodendorfer in second, holding off Andy Moore, who's in third. Moore now to the outside. Butter Reeder, the 4D machine, holding on to fourth. Robbie Rocks, the number 5 machine, in the number 5 position. As everybody watches Dave Truth run away with this one. Andy Moore to the side of Bodendorfer. White flag is out. 4 left turns and a front straight remain. So the fight now is going to be for second. As the checkered flag is in hand, this man is one big win away from a clean sweep. It's Dave Truth, your heat race winner. Bodendorfer second, then it's going to be Riedner, Moore, and Rux to round out the top 5. Malem and Dobrats will bring them out of turn 4. We're green. Dan Fry, many wins and championships here. Robinson, a handful of wins. Backus, a handful of wins. A lot of experience with these 5 sportsman drivers. As they complete lap number 1, it will be Malem by a bumper. Really surprised a lot of Minnesota sportsmen didn't come out to play on a Sunday. Elko rained out last night, so we would have had a good handful of drivers as Dobrats takes advantage of Malem's oopsie in turn 4. It's been a while since the Meade Place 85 Chevy Caprice that Dobrats has won here at Tomah. And he is stepping away from the field quickly. Log jam for second. T-Rob Robinson and the Donut Man side by side for second. Zach Racing's Dan Fry now trying to work his way into third. And quick timer Jason Backus bringing up the back end. Robinson gets past Malem, as does Fry. Dobrats continues to lead past the halfway mark. Well, one Robinson's trying to get a win as the 133 Hornet has been a scratch for the feature. Nose to tail, the top 3 come, led by Dobrats, the Can Man. Who Robinson was slipped up at the apex of 1 and 2, held down nice and tightly. White flag is out, 1 to go for Dobrats, Robinson and Fry. Oh, Dobrats gets squirrely. Here we go, 3 wide to the back straightaway. Fry to the inside, Robinson to the outside. Who's it going to be? Checker flag is in hand. Dan Fry steals the win. Dobrats second, Robinson third. Back is fourth. Malem rounds out the field. And a champion will be crowned in about an hour. We're green. Around goes Vian. Weston Marthaler likes to set up to the outside, but a caution's going to fly before he can do so. Let's try her again. We're back to green. Vian says, I'm not doing that twice in a row.
No, once is more than enough.
As he will go door to door with Rick DeVito as they head to turn 4. Vian will lead lap number 1 by a Nerf bar. The second row, one of those two will be a crowned champion by the end of the day's races, either Marthaler or the 19 of DeVito. And Marthaler will pick up the pace. As Vian takes the lead, Marthaler's going to go with him. Tell you what, this 15-year-old Marthaler is a wheelman. Oh, DeVito, watching his chances of a championship grow slimmer as he's now in the back row.
A little off the
struggle
pace
to
there.
stay in this one. Back up front, he's watching Marthaler try to take the lead away from Vian. Vian bobbles and Marthaler takes the lead at the halfway mark. It's Marthaler. Here comes Cole Howard now. Cole Howard starting the back. He's going to try to work over Vian for a second. Driving the Iceman, Dan Howard's modified. That whole Howard family, that's a good bunch. Cole, Lee, and Dan. So the battle for second is on. Vian's on the inside. Howard's on the outside. White flag is out for left turns to the front straight remain. It's Howard crossing the line second. Checkered flag is in hand. Weston Marthaler, one race away from a championship. Howard second. He was your quick timer. Vian third, then DeVito and DeVito. Outside of row number 2. Charlie Holmes likes the field. We're green, glass all over it.
Boy, he really did get a hole shot on that one.
That is called a hole shot.
The definite definition of it. Definite definition, yes.
Feather King for the front row, drifting all the way backwards as Devin Glass will try to hold off Jay Raines, Charles Vian Sr., and Tim Murphy Sr. Vian's got a good shot on the outside rail. Look at McCracken working his way to the field. 3 wide on the back straightaway. He'll back out of it. And almost 3 wide for the leader. Look at this, nobody touching, and Vian says goodbye.
Good night, nurse.
Now we're going to do some bumping and banging. Devin Glass getting a lot of paint traded there on a turn 2. McCracken's going to force another 3 wide. Wow, is this one entertaining? Vian a lead. Murphy in his second, then it's everybody else. 3 wide heading into turn 1. Murphy second. McCracken started in the back row. He was your fast timer. He's worked his way into second. Beacon, the Duke in third, and Jay Raines has been shuffled all the way back to fifth. They're challenging for second a lap ago. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. Heat race brought to you by All-American Do-It Center, Best Look, Tomah and Sparta. Three to go for Charles Vian Sr. McCracken, the Jose's Authentic Mexican Restaurant 25, trying to pick up a little more speed. Tim Murphy holding down a solid third. The Duke John Beacon open the door for Chris Brown to step through. Two laps remain. A good shuffle going on for fourth. Brown's going to take that spot. Raines will follow him. Beacon got shuffled up a little bit too high in turn 4. White flag is out. 4 left turns and a front straight remain for Charles Vian Sr. out of Sparta. Showing us why that car is in the point lead at the Lacrosse Speedway for a 6-shooter championship. Checkered flag is in Charlie Holmes' hands. Your heat race winner, Charles Vian Sr. McCracken second, Murphy third, Brown and G.D. McCall your top 5. The lineup looks nice and tight side by side. Let's throw the green. So Kelly Poff in the 05 Chevy Malibu, 3 wide, swerving Morgan. Look at this, almost 4 wide. Grotz works his way through the field with Ponyboy Alex Leach. Grotz in his new 6-shooter has the lead. Wow.
Boy, he did that with some authority, didn't he?
And if you see what I see, they're leaving the outside open for the 90 of Matt Moore. He loves running out there where nobody else does. Leach will close the door as Moore movably quicks in. Mike Grotz in his Pontiac G6. First time he's had it here. And that is a strong car as Moore and Leach will set it up for second and third. Finnegan in the Drazkowski car fourth. Point leader Chuck Muller has picked off 3 cars. He's working on picking off 4 now as his trek to a championship comes to an end next weekend. Finnegan trying to hold on. Just got that car from Matt Drazkowski a couple of weeks ago. Had a good run last Friday night in it. Muller trying to sneak in front of Finnegan. Just couldn't make it fit like Seinfeld and Kramer.
Good reference.
And he'll just jump to the outside. Past the halfway mark for Mike Grotz, Matt Moore, Chuck Muller. Muller finds his way now into third. Then it's Alex Leach and Tristan Finnegan. Well, I tell you, Matt Heim had a couple of chances to win last weekend. And that 56 struggling mightily here this afternoon. 2 to go. Usually Matt Moore's in the driver's seat of all these heat races. He's going to be awfully surprised at how quick Grotz is as he'll take the white flag. 4 left, 1 front straight remain. Alex Leach trying to hold out Finnegan for that number 4 position. Heim's right behind them. Checkered flag is in hand. It's Mike Grotz, your heat race winner. Moore second, third is Muller, fourth is Leach. And Heim creeps into the top 5 as Finnegan bounced off the old track coming out of turn 4. "12 laps of the Don's Auto and Truck Center scoring tower. Bollinger and Lease in the front row. Then it's Muller, Lockington, and Green. Shelby Lockington coming off her first ever feature win last weekend. Would sure like to make it into the show. But she's got some hard charges on the side of her. That's Muller and Eagley. Mike Bollinger out of Stoughton, Wisconsin. The Peterson Performance Hobby Stock calls Jefferson Speedway his home. And he too is trying to make it look like Tomah-Sparta Speedway is home. Chad Lease, fresh in his memory banks. Rick Porter knows how he just lost that transfer spot a race ago. Going to do everything he can to stay exactly where he is.
Yeah, right there is just perfectly fine as long as you can hold it.
Not many times you get 2 cracks at advancing into a big A main, and Lease can be very fortunate tonight as the top 2 have stepped away. Lockington holding down third. Justin Wagner and Eagley putting on a good show for that 4th and 5th position. Alex Rude riding all by himself in 5th. Shelby Lockington still holding true to 3rd, but here comes Eagley on the outside. Wagner looked to go to the inside. Wagner's going to give her a push into turn 3. heading into turn one. Wagner's down low. Lockington in the middle, and Eagley's going to pull away into third. Nice bit of driving on behalf of all three drivers not touching.
That could have been really ugly, but they pulled through it all.
Wagner's still trying to chase down Lockington for position number 4. Your former hobby champ and rookie of the year, Alex Rude, still stuck with number 6 position. 4 to go. Lee's right behind. Lee's not even trying to challenge for the win. He knows if he stays where he is, he transfers into the AMA. Eagley running all by himself in third. Then it's Wagner fourth, Lockington fifth, and you can't frown on that if you're Shelby Lockington. White flag is out. 4 left turns, and the front straight remain for the 01 and the 107 Red Shirt Brigade. Checkered flag is in hand. Your last chance winner is Mike Bollinger and Chad Leese. Those two have made the big show. Eagley third, Wagner fourth, Lockington rounds out the top 5.